ACLU is committed to all children having a quality public school education. We believe this is a civil right. Gender, race, ethnicity, the zip code, none of this should dictate one's ability to reach their full potential. The goal of the Equity in Education project is to work with schools, administrators, educators, parents, and students to making sure that they're building inclusive environments, ensuring equity and discipline practices, accessing programs and services, including rigorous coursework. This is all vital if we're going to make sure that we're meeting the needs of all of our students and, most importantly, helping them to maximize their potential.
First and foremost, there has to be shared understanding and collaborative planning and action that includes school board members, state and district leaders, civil rights advocates, families, educators, and students themselves.
I think we're very intentional about the family dynamics and the family units. When our families enroll, it's almost like we're enrolling the entire family unit. So we get to know the student, but we also are there to sort of find out, what the parent needs, their view on academics, their view on just life structures. And so when we're building the relationship with the student, we're also building the relationship with the parent.
Tennessee is a place to be. We laugh, we learn, we will succeed. Jack strong, Jack smart, just come and see. CSNC is where you'll find me.
In a couple of my schools, there have been, I would say, organized chaos. The difference here is totally different. It's not organized chaos. It's more of the teachers had the opportunity to take the initiative to do certain things in the school, as well as the principal and the executive director gives us the ownership to do that. So I really like that about Charter School in Newcastle.
Dealing with spec ed, I think in relation to restorative practices, it's really important to keep that positive relationship. So if there's anything that needs to be repaired or restored, we have to make sure we maintain a positive relationship even through the discipline or the harder things about my job. Being engaged for action, I've seen the students grow a lot. They've become more confident, they're more comfortable with speaking out, giving their opinions, and I think they've become stronger leaders. They really got into the homeless project and they really were passionate about it and compassionate, and I think that it was easier for them to be so involved because they cared about the cause.
It was basically about how we could make care packages and send it to a homeless shelter so the homeless can have more supplies and materials so they can have a better life.
I put a lot of care in the project because I didn't know how much the homeless needed these stuff this bad.
It helps them inspire people and take pride in the school.
And I would tell them to join because it's a really fun thing to do, to take care of your school.
And it will help them come out of their shell.
Talking to the kids, you really gain a lot of reasoning behind why these partnerships are important, because they get a lot out of it, more than you think.
We're intentional. We respond to the needs of our students, respond to the feedback that we receive from our parents and our teachers. And when you create an environment that parents, number one, want to be a part of, so I think that's the first step, create an environment that they want to be a part of, but it's important to have their voice involved because they are their students' first teacher. So how are we going to teach them if we're not engaging with their first teacher? So when you think about that community feel, where are students spending the majority of their time, at home or at school? We can't not partner together. It makes too much of an impact on that student. And if we want to do what's best for the student, then we're absolutely partnering with their family to make sure we're on the same page and that we're speaking the same language.
I think the committee allows you to really see what's going on in the school, see what goes on behind the scenes. Too often we, come in the morning, drop them off and, go about our day, never understanding or realizing, behind the scenes, there's things going on that take away from the child's learning, take away from the needs that they have. So I think it's important that, we just ask a couple questions, just look a little deeper and see what's going on with your child's school, make sure it's really what you need, what your child needs.
I feel like it changed a whole lot. I've seen It gave me an open-minded of how the teachers are working, how they are trying, but it also gives me a second chance to look at how parents are involving, how if parents get involved in more, there more can happen.
History proves systems do not transform themselves. It takes consistent and persistent pressure.
So if you have a clear understanding of the path forward that you would like your students, your families, your staff to take as far as real civic leadership, community support, community partnerships, and that is a desire as part of your mission, then I would say, it's important to partner with programs that are already doing that.